Hi, my name is Kyron, and today I'm going to show you how to use a clothing steamer. Wrinkled clothes can be seen as unkept and unprofessional, and traditional ironing can be seen as inconvenient, having to pull out an ironing board, wait for iron to heat up, constantly flip around your clothes while you iron, and possibly burning yourself in the process. Now, burn yourself no more, as I think steamers are a safer, a more convenient way, or easy way, to get your clothes de-wrinkled. If I'm to paraphrase from Cosmopolitan, there's no gadget that has transformed our lives more quickly than the clothing steamer. You can forget lugging out an ironing board to iron your top. Now with a clothing steamer, all you have to do is plug it in, and within minutes your clothes are ready. Personally, I've been using a steamer for over 5 years, and it has been a improvement in my quality of life. While ironing is tedious, time-consuming, and archaic, steaming is the future. It's fast, more convenient, and more portable when it comes to traveling. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to show you how I use my garment steamer, the techniques I use to de-wrinkle my clothing, as well as places where you can purchase a garment steamer. So with these things in mind, let's get started. So for starters, you need a clothing steamer. I bought this one from BJ's wholesale store. However, you can buy one from places like Amazon.com, Target, Best Buy, or even Walmart. I recommend going inexpensive for your first one to try it out, test the waters, and depending on how you feel or how much you like steaming, then I recommend buying more higher brand or more premium clothing steamers. This one is from Conair. I do recommend. I think it's about $30 to $35, probably less now. Secondly, you're going to need clothing to de-steam and a place to hang them. For that, I recommend either a towel rack, a shower rod, or in this case, a door. I also recommend you use a hanger where the hook is movable or adjustable, so it's easier to hook onto things like a rod or a door. Thirdly, you'll require water. Now, depending on your manufacturer specifications of the product, you may ask for you to use distilled water, which you can buy from a supermarket or from a Target or Amazon. If you don't have distilled water, you can use tap water. They recommend that you use distilled water to prevent scaling and to prolong the life of your garment steamer. I've already pre-filled and I'm using bottled water. Lastly, you'll need an electrical outlet. Now, depending on how far your electrical outlet is from where you're steaming, you might need an extension cord. I recommend a heavy-duty extension cord. Also, I recommend that you make sure you have very few to no appliances plugged into the same electrical outlet to prevent breaking your circuit, short-circuiting. That being said, all this being said, it's time to steam, and this is how you do it. So step one, if you haven't done it, you want to fill the water tank reservoir. Some water tanks have a fill line that you need to fill up to from a certain point to prevent the water coming out of the steamer. And when you're done filling it, then step two, you want to replace the reservoir back into the steamer. Then step three will then be plugging in your steamer into the electrical outlet to turn it on. For the sake of time, I've already plugged in this one. Now with certain steamers, once you plug it on, or it may turn automatically on like this one. Some may have a on and off switch. Most do though have a LED light to signify that it's on, and maybe the light may either turn off or turn green when it's ready to be used. This one is ready to be used, which leads to step four. By pressing the trigger of the steamer, steam will be released and you'll be ready to start steaming. what I like to do is I like to hold the garment of clothing taut, and while I'm holding it taut, I like to go in circular, start with circular motions at a wrinkle spot. And I like to go in down patterns, circle and go down to remove wrinkles. I think the back is a little more unwrinkled since I've been doing this for a while now. And it is. This is more wrinkled. So you start with circular patterns at the top, holding it taut, holding it away from you so you don't burn yourself or from the heat, and go down. Now you don't have to necessarily put the steamer directly onto the clothing. You can have it a bit away. The steam's going to reach it. And as you go, you just want to stay in one spot, using constant motion so you don't char up your clothing. And you can just do that, go side to side, and go down as such. And already you can see it reacting. So that's, and you want to repeat doing that until all the wrinkles are gone or disappear. Now from the top, circle motions. Don't burn yourself. That's the whole point of using a steamer, to not burn yourself. This is the end. You can see it more than this. Yeah. That's a shirt. So for more like t-shirts, what I like to do with t-shirts, especially graphic t-shirts, I like to flip the t-shirt inside out to protect the graphic so it doesn't melt or fade away. So even with this shirt, you want to hold it a little taut. There we go, a little taut. And same method. Interchange between up and down strokes. And for the hard ones, use a circle. The thing about temperature. Now, certain steamers may have an automatic temperature setting, like a consistent temperature setting. Others may have an interchangeable one like this one. It has high and low. This one's on the high setting. And lastly, with jeans, as I recommend, you want to hang it over. Make sure you have both access to both legs. And the same thing applies. I would recommend actually more for jeans to go from top down. Because if you go top down and up, it's going to create more wrinkles. So you just want to go start from the top and slowly bring your way down. Now, you don't want to go up, down, but just like that. Kind of rubbing it in, rubbing the steam in. I think that's pretty good. So that's the general basics of using a steamer. At the end, you should have an article of clothing that looks much less wrinkly than when you started. So to conclude, clothing steaming is a faster and easier way to get your clothes looking fresh. So as you're at home, on vacation, you can be sure to have your clothes looking the best that they can be. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope this speech was informative. and I hope I persuaded you into purchasing a garment steamer in the future. Thank you.